Hello, everybody, and welcome to Warrior Park here in Lecanto. It's a high school football Friday night, and we are thrilled you're here. I'm Drew Felios alongside Eileen Natchuk as Bishop McLaughlin, the Hurricanes, look to continue their winning ways tonight as they take on Seven Rivers Christian. And Eileen, both teams are on the field moments away from kickoff. What gets you so excited about tonight?
What gets me excited is the fact that it's cooled down about 5 degrees, okay? Like, it is nice. We got the sun going down, a breeze going here. Earlier we had sweat rags going. But other than that, if Bishop wins this game, that'll be the first time in the school's history that they're 3-0. So that's incredibly exciting. They've got a chip on their shoulders here tonight, something to prove. What are you thinking? Can they do it?
I think they can. I think so far this season, they're the team that everybody is talking about here in the northern counties. They came out and took it to Keswick Christian in week 1, the last time we saw them a couple weeks ago on September 11th, and they haven't looked back. Took care of Bronson last week, and this attack led by Adrian Miller has just been unstoppable so far. So we get ready for kickoff, and it looks like Seven Rivers Christian will kick this one off. The Hurricanes will get it first here tonight. And as Eileen said, it was scorching a few hours ago down on this field. It felt like it was over 100 degrees in this press box, but the sun is set, and it is ideal Friday night football conditions here at the moment. Onside kick here to start. A little squib kick, and it's fielded by the Warriors. So a little trickery on the opening kickoff, and Seven Rivers Christian will start offensively.
A great start for the Warriors, especially since things have been pretty bumpy for them so far, 0-1. And in that first game, they didn't have much time to prepare just because their third practice, 2 players had tested positive. They were out for 2 weeks. After that first game, the school shut down again for another 2 weeks. So as head coach said, it might be a little bumpy tonight, but they're going to try to get in the flow of things.
So Nehemiah Van will start things in the shotgun. They'll spread things out on first down. Line of scrimmage is at midfield. Quick rush, get it to the outside, and a good play early on for the Warriors as this is going to pick up a first down. Got 11 on that play, and that's Ian Richardson, the senior. We're going to be calling 20's name a lot here tonight. Bishop McLaughlin defense has been outstanding so far this season. They've only given up a total of 30. And stays in bounds and finally wrestled out by Jack Miller down there. Good job keeping the play alive with his feet.
Able to push forward for a gain of about 4 yards. That's going to bring up third down and about 5 for the Warriors.
So third down and about 5 coming up, just underway here at Warrior Park. Just a beautiful place for high school football, high school sports. You look around, Eileen, what a facility here for Seven Rivers Christian.
Something really interesting, too, is the members of their church is why they have this facility. So everything was built and backed up by the members of their church. And I went to the school earlier thinking the field was going to be over there, and it's just so big how and spread out how this athletic facility is.
Saw that hard count again, trying to draw the Hurricanes off as Van sits in the shotgun for the Warriors. Need about 5 here. Throw it over the middle, and it's dropped. Oh, had a first down right in his mitts. So a 4th down coming up, and that's one that Mario Aguilera is going to look at and think about later tonight and be like, man, I wish I had squeezed that football. Tonight is going to be about opportunities. We've seen a lot of drops from Bishop McLaughlin over the past few weeks. That's another story we'll talk about throughout the broadcast. As we get deeper into the season, you got to make those plays.
And for Seven Rivers, it's going to be imperative, especially with the number differences they have here tonight.
4th down, big play here on the first drive. Van back to throw. He'll try and dump it off, and it's incomplete. So a big stand by the Hurricane defense after giving it up. The special teams unit can't cover it on the opening kickoff. The offense will get it back.
And head coach Monty Van for Seven Rivers did mention earlier that he was expecting that defense to give that quarterback some pressure. So they know that they're going to blitz. They know that they're going to be coming for him. So they're going to have to work around that.
Well, it's been fun watching this Hurricanes offense over the past few weeks. 47 points in the opener, 37 last week. So that's a total of 84 if my math is correct.
I believe you're right. I believe you're correct. I believe you're correct.
I was always horrible at math back in the day, and
same.
I still am. But how about Adrian Miller? Talk about adding them up. He has been racking up the yards as he starts in the shotgun for Bishop McLaughlin. Hand it off, take a little stutter step, and get a couple tough yards up to the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down at about 9. And how about this Adrian Miller? I mean, we knew he was good, Eileen. I don't think we knew or anybody knew that he was this good.
Mm-hmm. And Coach Stills mentioned that they have this telepathic relationship, that he knows what Coach is thinking. He knows what plays Coach Still wants based on the coverages and fronts.
So call an audible at the line of scrimmage. The running back is Dontravius Jackson. As Miller sends a player in motion, it's James Conley. Fake it to Jackson. Miller tries to take it himself. There's room over there. He'll pick up a 1st down and more. Across midfield and down at the 41. So Bishop McLaughlin moving it on their first offensive possession.
Big tackle made by number 5.
Saw some nice blocks down there by that front, and a good job by the wide receiver, Joe Meyer, doing some pretty good work out there, and we've got a timeout on the field. So 7:46 left to go in the first quarter, just underway here at Seven Rivers. Again, Drew Felios with Eileen Natchuk. It's been a big week for Bishop McLaughlin. How about that volleyball match we had a chance to be a part of? History made on Wednesday night, and tonight, Bishop McLaughlin trying to finish off the week.
Drew, it is so fun to watch all of these sports, especially like you mentioned, volleyball the other night with them beating Plant, not just beating them, sweeping them in 3. Plant coming in being one of the biggest and best volleyball programs. And you asked me, you said, were you expecting this? And I was like, yes, I was expecting it from Bishop, but no, I wasn't expecting Plant to come in and not play to Bishop's level. But like you said, man, it is really awesome. I believe they're 12-1 right now. Senior Audrey Koenig, nasty outside hitter going to Florida State. She wants that state championship, so we'll see where they go. I think they're just going to keep chugging along.
1st down for Bishop McLaughlin. Line of scrimmage just beyond the 40-yard line. There you see Malik Giles. He's had a key role in the offense thus far as everybody gets set. And again, it's Adrian Miller. So many options as Miller will set his feet. The rush comes. He gets to the outside, and that's just great awareness, getting away from the pressure and keeping the feet moving for a 13-yard gain.
And that's something Coach allows him to do. If he doesn't see what he likes, he goes, and he's really successful at his run game.
How about that awareness, just feeling that pressure coming, even though he didn't turn his head to look at that oncoming rusher. Great job again by Adrian Miller. So another 1st down, consecutive 1st downs for the Hurricanes. They go 5 wide receivers here. Miller looks at his man, now throws it out to Jackson. He'll make a move to the inside. Here comes the stiff arm, and he's down the sideline. barreling his way in for the touchdown, Dontravius Jackson.
Pass out wide to Dontravius Jackson. He takes it in for a Hurricane touchdown.
Drew, that is something Coach Stills wants to run their trips because he knows Seven Rivers isn't used to that offense, and clearly it worked for him scoring that first TD of the game.
Dontravius Jackson showing why he is one of the elite players in the Tampa Bay area. Jack Miller on to be the holder here. Here comes the extra point. The kicking game has also been a nice point of emphasis as Nick Fairweather does his job. And it's 7-0. Hurricanes on the scoreboard here early as we've got 7:06 left to go in this first quarter. So in week one, a 47-28 win for the Hurricanes over Keswick Christian. Taking care of Bronson last week 37-8. And Seven Rivers Christian now standing in the way. And just overall, Eileen, you've had a chance to be around this program for a long time. I think one of the early stories in Tampa Bay high school football has to be new coach Ken Stills and what he's instilled here in Hurricanes country.
Absolutely, and we talked to him, and he mentions that his players not only are listening, but they're buying into what he's saying, and that is so crucial, and especially this team going through coaches throughout the years. It's hard to adjust and adapt to the different teaching styles, the different coaching styles, and I think Bishop's done a great job at adapting to that.
So the Hurricanes will kick it off. How about Nick Fairweather? What he has been able to do. TJ Walsh, rather, sending it in the air. And he'll try and squib this. We may have had a flag. Looked like there was a whistle there. And let's see what they're going to do with this. There is a flag on the kick.
False start or offside, Hurricanes.
So that will be a false start. And we'll bring it back and do this once more. So special teams, so far a little bit sloppy for Bishop McLaughlin, and that's always something on kickoffs, on punts, on field goals, Eileen, those little things. Got to get those right, especially as we move towards the postseason.
Right, and Bishop watching Seven Rivers film from the only game that they played, they were expecting the Warriors to come out in the first quarter. So they can't do this this sloppy stuff right here. They got to keep it tight.
Walsh kicks it on the ground, takes a little bit of a bounce, and will be fielded at the 34. Seven Rivers will take it up to the 47. Nicely done by Alex Eden.
The kickoff is fielded by number 8, Alex Eden.
And now the Warriors, with a record of 0-1, come out for their second offensive series. This program has persevered, especially over the last 10 years. Seven Rivers has faced so much adversity, Eileen. Just about 5-6 years ago, this program was playing with 13 kids in 11-man football. That is unbelievable.
100%, and I think Coach Monty Van has done a great job about getting a little bit better each year. You know, 3 years ago he was in Texas. He's been in California. You know, this is what he's done his whole life, and he knows what he's doing. And I think this year is great. I know 18 is a little bit low, but like you said, looking at years prior, they're getting big here.
Nehemiah Van tosses it out. That's a good connection. Brock Summers, the big tight end, makes the grab. 6'2", 185 pounds. Very well-known family here in Lecanto. Dr. Summers, proud father of Brent and Brock, two brothers on this Warrior squad.
A lot of local connections on that Seven Rivers side.
It's a real family affair, and that's what I love about high school football.
Would you like playing with your brother?
We played a lot in the yard. We weren't good enough to play for the high school team, to be honest with you, as they pitch this one out. And it's going to be Brent Summers. So Summers and Summers have got it rolling, and it's taken to the 37-yard line, a nice gainer. I think early on, Eileen, the game plan for Seven Rivers, keep the ball on the ground, keep things safe, keep that clock rolling, and keep the explosive offense of Bishop McLaughlin on the sideline. Because the best way to stop a powerful offense is to not let them have the ball.
I'd say so. And you mentioned the connections on Seven Rivers side. Bishop also has some family affairs going on with Shane Beatty and David Beatty. And then their older brother, William Beatty. I told you the other game I actually went to school with him back in 2013, 2014. So pretty cool stuff there.
You're dropping names tonight, aren't you?
I'm trying to catch up with you, Drew. I'm trying to catch up with you.
Well, it's so cool whenever you went to a particular school and you know what it's like to know a member of the family, and then here you come back several years later and still that name is represented. Sometimes that spans over generations. That's what's so awesome. And that's what we're trying to build at Bishop McLaughlin, generations of families that when they graduate, one day when it's their kids' turn to go to high school, there's no doubt they're going to be a hurricane.
I think Bishops, they do a good job of that. I think Bishop does a good job of that, like you said, throughout the years, families coming in and out. And the Chinchars are an example, too. Head coach Douglas Chinchar coaches with his wife, Sarah Chinchar, and they have their daughter, Naomi Chinchar, who's a freshman on the team.
Oh, did she ever have a night the other night?
I know it.
She was dealing.
In the shotgun, Brent Summers,
so first down as Nehemiah Van. See that offensive line for Seven Rivers. Playing well thus far. And good job by Samuel Joseph doing his part. And this one is going to be thrown for a loss, but getting out of there. He escaped the first tackler, could not get by James Connolly, though, the freshman, as Van will be wrestled down, and this will be about a 5-yard loss.
By number 3, James Connolly of the Hurricanes. It'll be second down and 14 for the Warriors.
So that's a loss of officially 4. It'll be second down and 14. They'll mark it at the 41. Take a look at some of the skilled players. Brock Summers lines up bottom of your screen. As 4 wideouts line up for Seven Rivers Christian. Early on, 7-0. In motion is C.J. Phillips. He gets the football, and he is taken down. That's a great read by Jack Miller. That jet sweep going the other way, that can go for a huge gain, but he was able to cut it down.
And like you said earlier, this team only allowing 36 points in 2 games. I mean,
Combined. That is not an average by any means.
Nope, showing what they can do defensively here.
Third down. Interesting to see if this is 4-down territory for the Warriors. They rush 5. Van airs it out. Got a man out there. Oh, right through his fingertips. Oh, that was nearly the first touchdown of the game. Van put it where it needed to be. They just could not reel it in.
That's going to bring up 4th down for the Warriors.
And that's the second time we've seen Seven Rivers have a ball come directly in their hands at their chest and just fall straight through. And again, they can't make those errors, especially playing a team like Bishop.
Mario Aguilera was out there. He's certainly going to want to have that one back. It's 4th down now. And they'll line up here at the 43. So, interesting. Will they actually run this play, or will Seven Rivers maybe try and squib kick this and pin Bishop McLaughlin back? Let's see here. They do try and run a play, and it's a running play.